This is the NFL on EA Sports as we come to you from the banks of the Missouri River at Omaha, Nebraska. But tonight we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Dragons of Omaha. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. Play fake. Here's Nix. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
Charles, Thursday night game, you think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming up in the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
Kill.
Nix to the air. Looking left side. It's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. A huge play there for Denver. 49 yards.
And this offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch. And the two of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Azeez Ojulari there on the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
I think that's a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they get their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They're going. It's Nix. I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night.
Cougar 19. Nineteen tight. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup at 4. This defense for the Broncos, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times, 2 interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, Make sure you see your guys open before you deliver.
Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 36 yards on the play. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
To the right, yeah. Ready. My name is Hutchinson.
Looking to throw. Nix. His pass caught at the 4. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
That one goes for 24 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Top low, 18. Ready.
Back to throw now on first down. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. You look at this Bronco defense. They're just below the cut line for top half of the league. 17th in the NFL against the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them,
he'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Dragon 60. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
19 side, 19, ready, go. Cowboy 80. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Set, hurt. Warrior 70.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Got it.
They'll
Ready?
break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Let's go now. Viking 18. 79 Broncos. Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Go.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
Oh, my son. Ready. Go.
To throw is Nix. From the left side, it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Kill. Ready. My aim is hot.
Up the middle, it's Harvey. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up
Throwing Nix. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Marvin Mims, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Will Lutz to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Now a hit and a loose football. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10.
Ready, set.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend, but you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here.
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up, and the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Downfield and caught by Thornton. Down to the 10. And all the way in for the touchdown. Dante Thornton, 76 yards. And the Dragons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
14, Dragons 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago and in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 more on that one and another first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble. And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
2nd and 10. On play action, here's Nix. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
They go play action here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Now he's loose at the 40. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Harvey now on first and 10. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
2nd and 6. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now it's Nix. Open man right side is Ingram. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 10 more there and another first down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
On the give, it's Harvey. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. 2nd and goal from the 1.
A gain of 3 brings up.
Here's Nix. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Evan Ingram taking it in. And the Broncos have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Lutz with the extra point. And it's now 21-7.
Dragon 7. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And some room to maneuver. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
For Omaha. First down.
And now an audible here into something else.
Hey! 7 Pirates! 7 Pirates! 79 Broncos! 60 Bobcats! 60 Bobcats! Ready?
Hands it off out of the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 7. Now back to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. 3rd down and 13.
18, Pioneer. 70 Lions. Mustang 19. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
Cougar 19. Trap 60, trap 60. Warriors 70. Check smash, check smash. Ready.
They're going to try and throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Riley Moss. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
They'll swing this out to Harvey. Called a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Nix. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Kill, 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 kill. Punch left.
Working out of the gun is Nix. second touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. What's good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Dragons 7. Will Lutz to kick off for the
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
at their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 19 tight, 19 tight. Check, 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 check. Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. In trouble there, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They'll throw now on the final play. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game, what were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided there was a time to be aggressive. Now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? Shreds it with a stiff arm. And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready, ready.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Gets through, and now an opening. Still on his feet. Inside the 10. Touchdown! A big play there. With his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dragons come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
We see this a lot on third and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
It's complete, and they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
To throw, here's Nix. And that's going to be caught by Sutton. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. A huge play there for Denver. And even 50 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll audible to something else.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Nix to the air. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Marvin Mims with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Broncos are able to extend their lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
15. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnover.
And that's caught inside the 30. And touchdown. A great play there. 76 yards.
And the Dragons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. If they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
First down, Broncos.
Nix from the shotgun.
And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cortland Sutton with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Here we go.
And Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. They needed one play. It keeps the entire offense rested up.
Brings up second and 16 at the 19-yard line.
Second and long. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
70 Lions. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 19 Lions. Check, Bobcat. Check, Bobcat. Come 19. Come 19.
They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30.
Panther 11. Panther 11. 18, Pioneer. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. 19 tight. 19 tight. My man. Ready?
They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Almost set.
On the handoff, Harvey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up second and 12 at the 30.
To throw is Nix. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harvey.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Almost set. Away. Armors ready.
Throwing Nix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Marvin Mims, 32 yards. And the Broncos get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
79 Broncos. Get it. Go.
They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down.
Here we go. 70 tip.
Back to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 39.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
19 tight. Viking 18. Panther 11. 70 Ranger. Ready.
They'll look to throw again. Completes this one to Thornton. Will go down as a gain of 6. And it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here now, 2nd and 4.
Trap 60. Let's get up.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 25 yards that time.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Come on. Set. Cowboy 80. Hurt. 65 catch. 65. Ready.
Again, he'll drop the throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take. Over at the 20-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season. I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Nix. That'll be complete to Harvey. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Middle. On my son. Ready.
Now it's Nix. Throw left side complete. That's Franklin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. Lutz good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
19 tight.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that.
Now inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. R.J. Harvey, 73 yards. And the Broncos just continue to roll. Lutz with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
65. Here we go. Here we go.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the 1st.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Well, 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And